It has new German premium ship. All right. Well, just so I don't get distracted anymore. Where? I don't see it. No new German premium ship. Okay. All right. We're gonna do China. So the reserve tier vehicle is the Greyhound. We know what the Greyhound is. It's actually an event vehicle for America, so you'll actually be able to have this from the beginning. Okay. We have the T-26, which is a reserve tier Russian tank, and the M8 Scotty at our first line. We have a premium T-26 as well. So it's a combination of Russia and America. Then we have the M3A3 Stuart. Odd is going to love this one, I'm sure of it. Look at it. We've seen the Stuart before. We have a Chiha, which is a Japanese tank, and a Chiha Kai, Japanese tank, with the Dzt Z, which is the actual event tank that's in the American tech tree, is here. So take a look at it. It's basically a Zis 30 with the LVT chassis mated. It's pretty cool. I enjoy playing mine out. We have the M5A1, like I said, auto like that, and the Chaffee. We have a SU-76M, an M10, T-34, 1943 version, and the M4A4. This is pretty interesting because we don't get the M4A4 for the Americans, but we get it for China. China! Let's see the blue camo on this, actually. Yeah, you're right. It's not blue. See if there is a blue camo. Green, yellow, black camouflage. Pretty cool camo. And winter camouflage. No, so we don't actually have a blue camo, even though it shows blue. We get the 76 Sherman, which we're used to seeing. We get the T-34-85 S53. Let's take a look at the modifications on this real quick. I want to see the rounds. Looks like they're about normal, and it gets APCR. I don't know if the normal T-34-85 gets APCR at 5.7. And then we have, of course, the M18 Hellcat. It comes in a nice olive drab. Pretty interesting. So this is like a combination of Russia and America. Brought like some of the best tanks that they have into the world and made a tech tree. PT-76, on the other hand, piece of shit tank. I want to see if it's blue. It's not blue. But the PT-76 made it in here. This one has a 76 mil cannon. I'm pretty sure that's what the normal one has. APCR by default and can fire heat. FS. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Amphibious little vehicle over there. With the T-34-85 Guy. It's a Guy. It looks like it gets a bigger gun or some type of cannon on top. It has this S53, but it gets a machine gun on top. So let's take a look at the rounds. 147 mils a pen, 135 with APCR. So it's the same. It just gets a gun up top. Little coax Guy. It's the Guy. We have the Type 65, which is a event vehicle. It's an event vehicle for, I forget, for Russia, right? It's an event Russian vehicle right now. But you'll have it in a normal tech tree. And then we have the ISU 152. Then we have the Type 63-1, which looks to be a later variation of a PT-76 with a round turret. So if you thought the PT-76 couldn't get any uglier, it can, and here it is. This one gets APHE. It's the same turret, I think, that's on the Type 62. So it's basically a Type 62 on a PT-76 chassis. Absolutely disgusting. It looks like it could go a little fast, though. 71 kph. We'll see about that. thing will scoom. IS-2 and the IS-2 Mod 44. We know those. We have the ISU 122 and the Slugger and the SU 100. And then we have the Type 62. Type 62 was a previous event vehicle for Russia. We have this now in the tree. It's a really fun vehicle, actually. It's a nice flanking scout tank. It's basically a T-54, just mini. And that thing's pretty cool. Now we have the BMP-1, basically, the ZBD-86, the BMP-1. Pretty normal, standard stuff. Let's take a look at these camos. Ooh, okay, so the tricolor camouflage for China is pretty fucking tight. Basic desert. This is also a pretty cool camo. I like the camos so far. And the winter, just normal. Okay, so BMP, we have the Type 59. If you guys are Watt fans, you know exactly what this thing is. It's basically a T-54. It's just changed a little bit. Same armor on the front, it looks like. It's basically a T-54 1949 variant. We'll go modifications, take a look at the gun. So we get a ton of different ammo options. We get BR-412, the B variant, the D variant, this P variant, which is armor piercing. We get Sabo, and we get Heat FS. Pretty nice. We'll test this one out in a little bit. Let's take a look at that camo on this thing. Oh yeah, looks great. Looks fucking great. It's just nice, you know? I'm down. And then we get the toe, which is what we know from the Italian tree. It's the M113 chassis with a toe on top. It's basically the same thing. And then we have an M48 and the Type 69. So take a look at the Type 69. It's a little different. So the Type 69 is a little different from a normal T-54. It's more like a T-55. We'll take a look at this and look at the armor. 100. Same type of turret. That's on the front. It actually looks a little weaker than the Russian turrets. I'm not too sure, though. I wouldn't quote me on it. But this thing gets darts. It's at 7.7. Shoots some 220 mil pen darts and Heat FS. It's kind of low on the pen scale for darts, but they get a long rod penetrator bonus, so not too bad. Basically like another T-54 with darts at, 7.7. Not too bad, right? And we have a premium T-62. We'll take a look at. It's 545. Just in case you didn't know which number it was. I love this camo. I think this is the best camo in the game right now. Look at that. Look at what it looks like on the barrel. That's awesome. So this is a premium T-62. Pretty much the same thing. You know exactly what the T-62 is. And then we have the M60a3 Tts, which is obviously, M60, the stabilizer, premium. We've had this before. Oh, it's not premium, but you know what I mean. And then we have the Dzt Z59. Let's take a look at this thing. It looks like an upgraded T-55 kind of thing going on here. It's got a 105 mil cannon and ERA bricks. We're going to take a look at it. It says it's 8.7, so these are explosive reactive armor. They each block 172 millimeters of energy munitions and 406 of chemical. And underneath that, we have that normal 100 mil plate in the normal turret. So it might stop something, and there's a chicken coop in the back in case you want to hit the chicken coop. It'll be there. It's a pretty cool looking tank, I'm not going to lie. Let's take a look at what it fires. So we get the Type 83 long rods, which do 380 mils of pen, not bad, and 400 mils of pen heat at 8.7. It sounds about right. Doesn't seem like it'll be too weak of a tank, but too good of a tank at the same time. And then we have the CM11, which looks to be a modification on an M60. So yeah, an M60 with a bunch of ERA bricks. So we'll take a look at that. So we get explosive reactive armor. It doesn't do anything against kinetic rounds, but it does up 370 against normal rounds. This is a higher BR tank than the that T-55 we just looked at. And it gets long rods as well that do 340 mils of pen. So worse pen. But it also gets a better round. It looks like the DM63 for the 105, and that has 470 mils of pen. So that's why it is a BR higher. Pretty dope. And underneath, it's just a normal M60. It looks like the turret is actually like the older M60. It doesn't have the arrowhead on it, so it's not an A3. Pretty interesting. So that is the entirety of the Chinese ground force tree, and they also have a premium M4A4. Let's take a look at it. It looks like it's got a cool skin on it. A little tiger. Little kitty. Meow. That's pretty cool. Let's take a look at the aviation. So we got a lot of stuff. I'm just going to skip through most of this stuff because it's all Japanese and American stuff. But we have a Gladiator, the CWL, or the CW21. We have a Chaika, Clown Shoe. We have a HS-123. It's like, dude, this is just every nation copy and pasted into one. The Hudson, of course. The Hawk 3 is the premium, low tier. The H-81A2, it looks like a customized Warhawk. I kind of want to look at this. Yeah, it does look like a customized Warhawk. Pretty fucking sick looking. Interesting. This thing gets 250s and 4 7.62 Brownings at 2.3. It's going to surely shred the competition. We got a P66, Key 27, Key 43. We got the SB2M and the DB3A, some low-tier bombers from Russia. Key 44 and the Key 61. We know those. P43 and the P40. We know both those. I want to check the skin on the P40. Interesting skin. I wonder if they have... they don't. I want to see if they have the Flying Tiger skin, but they don't. Then we have another fucking Thunderbolt. Every nation in the game has to have a Thunderbolt. So China's got a Thunderbolt. We got the I-16 at 2.7. We're only at 2.7, by the way. Why is this plane here? They go from 2.7 to 6.0. So we have some P1Y1, a privateer for whatever reason. I mean, why? We got the Mozzie, the B25, the TU2, the TU4, because we didn't have enough TU4s, the IL-10, the LA9, P51D, P38L. Let's just take a look at the TU4. Why would they, why not? Might as well add the fucking bane of everybody's existence. But this one's at 7.3, not 8.0. And the repair cost on this one's only $85,000, so don't worry about that. The P51K, let's take a look at that. Nice. It's American. Epic at 5.0. And then we get to the top tier vehicles, which are interesting. So you grind through that epic nation tree to get an F-30 Sabre. We got the MiG-9, the F-84G.
Hey there, bud.
Mazza, thank you for the Prime sub. I know you're as excited as I am, Mazza. Appreciate it. We have the H-5, which is an IL-28 counterpart. A late MiG-9. We have the J-2, MiG-15 basically. The J4, which is the MiG-17 basically, the J6A, which is the MiG-19 PT basically, and then the J72, which is apparently a better version of the MiG-21. So we'll check that one out in a second. And then we have the Cheyenne F5, which is a premium MiG-17. So let's take a look at their MiG-21. We're going to put it in a crew slot. And yeah, it's white. That's interesting. Didn't know that. So we're going to fully upgrade this. Close your eyes if you are, a little weak in the stomach area. Shit's going to go down real quick. Boom. Boom. I'm laying down the law real quick. Boom. Boom. Yeah, it can go 2,500 kph apparently. Welcome to Sabertown. Welcome to Sabertown. It doesn't have any camos yet. It doesn't look like it has anything. Alright, so let's see. Fully spaded. The max speed went down. Fully spaded. Alright, stat cards are great. Let's upgrade the crew real quick. It literally went down. I don't understand it. Okay, and then we'll do that and that. Okay. So this is the Chinese MiG-21. We're going to test fly this one now because I'm definitely curious. Where's the reference now? Current. Okay. I'm curious to see if this has a different... I forgot to ace it? Nah, it's fine. It doesn't need to be aced. It's fine. It's fine. Does this one have a cockpit? No. So no cockpit on this one. This one isn't burning fuel. It's not a dirty burn. Yeah, it is way cheaper, Croc, to do a plane than a tank. I do like the skin on it, though. I'm not going to lie. Alright, so we're off. Now let's see on the ground how fast you can go. Remember we maxed out the other MiG-21. Oh, okay. So only the right elevator works, but that's fine. It still has a little bit of a dirty burn. It's just the static, yeah. There's static on it. Oh, somebody just passed me. Come on, turn turret. Turn turret. Yo, why'd it go off? I take my night vision off. Let's keep going this way. Oh, I saw one. Why does it keep going off? The fuck? I don't know why it keeps turning off. Battery? The battery life. Holy shit. We survived. We survived, boys. Oh shit. We got a camping leopard. He done did me. It can see through, it can't see through smoke shells, Dimar? Okay.